Pickles fans, make some noise. Rosebuds fans, make some noise. Out there. All right, I like it. I like it. All right, give me a one. Play ball on three. 1, 2, 3. There we go. How about a go Pickles? 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. We can do better. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Welcome to Walker Stadium, everybody. Rockin' the walk. You ready, Joseph?
Let's play ball.
Oh, yeah.
Batting lead off for the Rosebuds, number 4, Moises Congo.
Oh, I thought you knew. No. Well, to reiterate what I said last week, after Matt Jew's walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. After getting swept by the Corvallis Knights and then dropping their first game to the Ridgefield Raptors, the Pickles have rallied off 5 straight wins, including an offensive barrage out on the road against Wenatchee. 41 total runs, as tonight the Pickles are back at home hosting the Portland Rosebuds. Welcome everybody back to Walker Stadium. Ben Creighton on hand. The second pitch on the way from Alonzo Treadwell, who'll get the start tonight, going up against Moises Congo, the second baseman, leading things off for the Rosebuds. Obviously an exciting night here at Walker Stadium, the first night with full capacity. And obviously a lot of baseball fans on hand tonight to watch the Pickles and the Rosebuds. The 0-2 on the way from Alonzo Treadwell, coming home. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 3 pitches, 1 out. And now bring up Aiden Bunn, the shortstop, as we go through the rest of the lineup for the Rosebuds. John Olson, the first baseman, will be hitting third. Jamonte Woods, the designated hitter, hitting fourth in the cleanup spot. Miles Norman, the center fielder, hitting fifth. Jaden Fulsher, the right fielder, hitting sixth. Hayden Williamson, the catcher, in the seventh spot. Jack Ossenhop, the left fielder, hitting eighth. And then Kevin Blair, the third baseman, rounding out the lineup at number 9. The next pitch on the way from Alonzo Treadwell, and a solid start right now for the future UCLA Bruin, who has thrown 4 strikes so far. And Treadwell looking for a bounce-back performance tonight, as that one is outside for a ball, 1-1. Only went 1 2/3 innings in his last appearance in that 15-11 loss for the Pickles over Ridgefield. Gave up 6 earned runs and 6 hits in that loss. 1-1 on the way from Treadwell. Swing and a miss, 1-2. As I mentioned before, this Pickles offense is absolutely clicking right now. They scored 41 total runs in their sweep on the road against the Wenatchee Apple Sox, as the 1-2 is fouled off. Treadwell comes home with the 1-2 once again. Breaking ball misses upstairs, 2-2. In game 1 against Wenatchee, 17-3 the final. Game 2, the Pickles took that one 7-2, and then they put up another 17 spot in game 3, 17-8. 2-2 from Treadwell. Another breaking ball gets him looking. 2 Ks for Treadwell. And now here comes the first baseman, John Olson.
Number 25, John Olson.
So 5 straight wins for the Pickles in West Coast League play, and obviously 5 straight wins altogether coming into this non-league matchup against the Rosebuds. Of course, part of a big weekend here at Walker Stadium. 5 games in 3 days for the Pickles. Game against the Rosebuds tonight, and then a doubleheader tomorrow as well as Sunday. And after the weekend, the Pickles will be right back into West Coast League play when they host the Cowlitz Black Bears for a 3-game series starting on Tuesday. Two-0 from Treadwell. That one finds the zone, 2-1.
Go, Picks, go.
And you've already seen it so far from Treadwell. Has an impressive fastball slider mix. 2-1. Opposite way over to second. Daniel Hiroshi onto Ole Arnson. And a quick 1-2-3 top half of the first. A hot Pickles lineup. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, a hot Pickles lineup comes to the plate next.
Please take a second to look up.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious. What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family.
Pickles coming to the plate for the first time tonight. A quick 1-2-3 inning. Half inning, I should say, from Alonzo Treadwell. As we look at the lineup for the Pickles tonight, Daniel Hiroshi, the second baseman, will be leading it off for Portland. Tristan Gomez will be hitting in the 2 spot. Ryan Ball, the designated hitter, hitting third. Connor Hendricks, who has risen to the top of the Pickles offense, now with the best batting average on this Pickles squad now. He's hitting in cleanup. Kyle Dernetti, the Oregon State Beaver, hitting fifth. Eamon Lance in the 6th spot, as the first pitch to Hiroshi is above the letters for a ball, 1-0. Gabe Scoro hitting 7th in left field. Ole Arnson in the 8th spot, and then Gabe Ariano rounding out the lineup in center field, hitting 9th. And the starting arm tonight for the Rosebuds, as the next pitch is hit foul into the berm down the right field line. Evan Olson getting the start on the mound tonight for the Portland Rosebuds. As Daniel Hiroshi faces a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Hiroshi would like to get going offensively, hitting 105 so far this season through West Coast League play. Next pitch on the way to him. Slapped opposite way for a base hit. Right on cue, gets a base knock. And again, it's a constant theme throughout this entire season. I mention a guy maybe struggling inside the box, and right on cue, they'll get like a base hit or a big double or something like that. So it's kind of like, I guess, the reverse announcer's jinx or something like that, I guess, if there is such a thing. Tristan Gomez will step into the box now after the Hiroshi leadoff single. First offering to Gomez, takes a strike on the outside. Gomez hitting .250 this season. The former number one player, I should say, out of the state of Nebraska. High chopper over to second. And bobbled by the second baseman, Moises Congo. And quickly 2 on here for the Pickles.
Keep the noise going for your designated hitter from Cal State Northridge, number 38, Ryan Ball.
Nice. 154 average this summer so far for Ryan Ball. Stepping in with 2 on early on here for the Pickles. Ball currently at Cal State Northridge, where he hit .287 this past college season with 2 homers and 20 RBIs. Offering to him is fouled off, 1-1. Two on the ball with 2 on, and fouled off again. Pickles looking to strike early here with 2 on with no one down. This one hammered down the line and right, and that will drift foul into the berm. Good contact there from Ball, just got 2 in front of it. Two. Just misses the outside. Evan Olson with the payoff. And the bases juiced early on for the Pickles.
Hey, let's have a hand for backboard Ezra. Working hard, speaking of hustle. Backboard Ezra, working hard.
Here comes the cleanup hitter, Connor Hendricks.
University, number 13, Connor Hendricks.
Now, like I mentioned before, Connor Hendricks has risen to the top of this Pickles lineup, hitting .467 this summer. 7 hits in 15 at-bats, 4 RBIs for Hendricks. Over to short, this is going to score at least 1, out at second, and that one airmailed, and that'll bring home another. And the Pickles striking first, up 2-0.
Now batting from Oregon State University, number 48.
Here comes Kyle Dernetti. So Ryan Ball out at second on the fielder's choice. Hendricks at first with 1 down. Next offering, Hendricks on the move, and he'll get a stolen base there. Dernetti hitting 200 so far this summer. Off speed inside, 2-1. Coming off a 250, 4-hit in 16 at bat, 2 RBI season down in Corvallis for Mitch Canham's squad. The 2-1, and now 3-1. Full count now. Dernetti able to hold off on that one.
At the plate from Santa Clara.
Here comes another Santa Clara Bronco and Eamon Lance. .172 this summer for Eamon Lance. Throw over to second. Another guy in this Pickles lineup who's looking for a big July.
Let's go, Pickles!
Obviously providing probably the highlight of the season so far with that walk-off grand slam against the Willamette Wild Bills. We all remember that one. Down 7-4, 2 down in the bottom of the ninth, when Lance belted one over the left field wall. A lot of heroics from a pair of Santa Clara Broncos as that one is ripped foul. Obviously, we saw that walk-off single last week in the bottom of the 10th off the bat of Matt Jew. To take down the Ridgefield Raptors and to win the series. Oh, 2-1 down. Hendricks is going to take third.
Coming to the plate from the University of Portland, number 12, Gabe. Go.
Here's Mr. Pickle himself, Gabe Scoro. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Up and high, or up and tight, I should say. 1-0. Throw down to second. And now play at the plate as Hendricks is able to score. And now a 3-zip Pickles lead.
DT Pickle in the house, folks.
Scoro lifted down the line and right, and that's going to go foul.
Look alive, John Jensen.
Breaking ball outside, 3-1. And another walk as Scorrell gets a free pass.
From Southern Illinois, your first baseman, number 20, the Big O, Ollie Ortson.
And we're going to get our first mound visit as Evan Olson early on already has 3 walks as he'll face Ole Arntzen. Arntzen hitting .207 so far this season. Seven RBIs to this point of the West Coast League season.
One more time, give it up for Ole Arntzen at the plate right now for your Pickles.
First pitch, strike to Arntzen. Coming off a big sophomore campaign at SIU Edwardsville. 321 this past spring, which was second on the team. 1-1. Also went yard 11 times, had 38 RBIs. Had a .407 on base percentage. A .591 slugging percentage, which was also second on the team. Evan Olson trying to stop the bleeding here in the bottom of the first, already down 3-0, and Arntzen down 1-2. Check swing from Arntzen. As Hayden Williamson tried to throw down to third. And Dernetti going to get a stolen base, heading down to third. So now runners on the corners. Two's coming to Ole Arntzen. And got him looking. But the Pickles putting 3 on the board in the bottom of the first as we head to the second.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym B FAST. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Woods.
Jamonte Woods will lead it off here for the Rosebuds. Down 3-0 to the Pickles. Lonzo Treadwell back on the bump. To many considered the top high school pitcher in the state of California. Coming out of Modern Day High School. First pitch from Treadwell, called a strike. As I mentioned before, Treadwell about to make his way down to Westwood to be a part of the UCLA Bruins. 0-2 now. Said he decided to become a Bruin because of his relationship with the coaches, the reputation of the program, and wanting to stay close to home. Obviously, we know how storied of a program that is down there. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out. And now I'll bring up Miles Norman.
Number 8, Miles Norman.
Treadwell once again quickly ahead 0-2. One of many UCLA Bruins who have donned a Pickles uniform over the years, including Xander Clark, Noah Cardenas, and Darius Perry. 0-2 once again. Slow chopper, Treadwell cages it over to first in time for out number 2.
What a play!
What a play. Alonzo Treadwell. Fielding his position.
Now batting for the Rosebuds, number 14, Jaden Vincent.
As Treadwell continues to do work. One and one to Jaden Fulsher. Treadwell looking for another 1-2-3 half of the inning. 1-2. As Treadwell continues to do an excellent job through the early part of this ball game and finding the strike zone. 1-2 from Treadwell. That one ripped foul.
I was afraid.
Called strike 3. Treadwell continued to deal. Already 4 Ks for Treadwell through the first 2 innings of work. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Pickles.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
BEFAST
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Well, I mentioned it in the top half of the second, but Alonzo Treadwell, you want to talk about effective? 19 strikes so far on 24 pitches. Again, talk about a tremendous start from the 6'7" righty. Gabe Ariano will lead things off here for the Pickles in the bottom of the second. That one opposite way to Moises Congo in time for the first out. As now we go back to the top of the order, and Daniel Hiroshi led off the bottom of the first with a single into right.
Now batting for the Picks from Wofford, your second baseman, number 15, Daniel Hiroshi.
That one way inside. From our vantage point, looked like it almost grazed his elbow. Off speed, misses upstairs, 2-0. Hiroshi on the ground to short. Bun, 2 down.
Make some noise for your designated hitter from Cal State Northridge. Excuse me, number 27.
Here's Tristan Gomez, who reached on an error. Scored one of the 3 runs for the Pickles in the bottom of the first. As I mentioned before, the number 1 ranked player coming out of the state of Nebraska was also tremendously talented on the gridiron as well. Set the single game school record for passing yards with 374. So no doubt the Pickles are getting a very athletic ball player this summer. Coming off his freshman campaign down at Cal State Fullerton. That one outside, 3-0. To Gomez, and a 4-pitch walk. And speaking of walks, that's how Ryan Ball got on in his first at bat.
All right, for real this time. Your designated hitter from Cal State Northridge, number 38, Ryan Ball. Woo!
So we go from Cal State Fullerton to Cal State Northridge. Gomez with a big lead over at first, and Olsen will throw over.
Make your way over to the left field berm and play with batting helmet. Test your skills, pitcher speed or accuracy.
Another check over on Gomez.
If you head on over to that inflatable batting helmet, test your skills. Let's go, Olsen.
Strike one right down the gut. Gomez easily gets second. One with two down to ball. That went opposite way foul. Two and two to ball. One of two consecutive games these two clubs will play against each other. They'll play again tomorrow afternoon at 3:35. Two's home to ball. Inside 3-2, and that hit him.
Hey, Walker Stadium, quick birthday shout out. Kate Addis, 40 years old. Let's make some noise, Walker Stadium. So we're in section 204. Get her a beer.
Now at the plate for your picks from Santa Clara, your third baseman, number 13, Connor Enriquez.
As I mentioned before, Connor Henricks out of Santa Clara during his freshman campaign back in 2019, started in 47 of the 49 games played for the Broncos. Both those marks were second most for a freshman in that program as he takes a first pitch strike. So a lot of very early experience for Connor Henricks. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first that allowed Tristan Gomez and Daniel Hiroshi to come home and score. That will be a long strike, 0-2. Tristan Gomez on second, Ryan Ball on first with two down. That one way outside. Gomez hustling down to third, and he's safe there. And now two Pickles in scoring position with two down. Henricks battles. One-two again to Connor Henricks. Just misses outside, 2-2. Evan Olsen wanted strike three there to end the bottom half of the second. Two's home. Henricks with a laser down the line into left. That's going to score Gomez. Ball will also come home and score. And Connor Henricks, what a summer he continues to have. And now with a 2 RBI double makes it a 5-0 Pickles lead. As once again, they will raise the chairs here at Walker Stadium.
Now with the play for your Pickles from Oregon State University, number 40, Kyle Dernetti.
Here's Kyle Dernetti, who reached base on a walk. And you can add another stolen base for Connor Henricks. One and one to the Beaver. Two and two to Dernetti. Two's to Dernetti, inside 3 and 2. And Dernetti reaches on a walk. Eamon Lance will look to extend this bottom of the second.
University, number 11, Eamon Lance.
Struck out swinging last inning. First offering with runners on the corners, up the middle, and the flip over to second in time. But the Pickles adding on to their lead thanks to a 2 RBI double off the bat of Connor Henricks. 5-0 Pickles as we head to the third.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland,
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
number 16, Hayden Williamson.
6 up, 6 down so far for the Rosebuds as we head to the top of the third. Hayden Williamson will lead it off here for the Rosebuds. Alonzo Treadwell continues to do work through the first 2 innings as the first pitch is fouled off, and now make that 20 strikes on 25 pitches so far for the 6'7" righty. Oh, 1 from Treadwell. Just misses inside, 1-1. And Treadwell has really had to battle back from some injuries. Was pitching in a summer showcase back in 2019 when he hurt a pop in his right elbow. Thought he just had to take some time off, but then when playing long toss, he hurt another pop in his elbow. Then he had to get Tommy John surgery. Slowly then worked his way back to 100%, and now looking for a big season here in the Rose City. 3-1 home. And Williamson on with a leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Rosebuds, left fielder number 15, Jack Ossenkopf.
So here's the left fielder, Jack Ossenkopf. And that's for the first time tonight. Alonzo Treadwell will have to work from the stretch. And again, like I mentioned before, these two teams will match up tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, 3:35 first pitch as part of a doubleheader for the Pickles, as that one is fouled off. Game 2 of tomorrow's doubleheader, 7:05 against the Gresham Grey Wolves. And then on Sunday, it'll be another showdown between the Pickles and the Grey Wolves, again at 3:35. And then the nightcap, the Pickles and the Portland Gherkins at 7:05 on 4th of July. Big weekend of baseball on this holiday weekend here at Walker Stadium. And then, of course, the Pickles will return to West Coast League play as that one is heading for the parking lot here at Walker Stadium. As I was going to say, the Pickles return to West Coast League play as they look to continue their 5-game winning streak, looking to extend on that, starting on Tuesday when the Cowlitz Bears invade Walker Stadium. 1-2. And a throw down to first. Almost a double play there, but another strikeout for Alonzo Treadwell.
Now batting for the Rosebuds, number 12, Kevin Blair.
Now to the bottom of the lineup for the Rosebuds, and Kevin Blair, the third baseman. Throw over to first. Oh, and 2. That one in the dirt. Throw over to first. Not in time. Williamson had to hustle back to first and barely got back. freezes up Blair. 6 strikeouts now for Alonzo Treadwell. As we go back to the top of the Rosebuds order with Moises Congo.
Now batting number 21, Justin Bailey.
So Justin Bailey will step in, the extra hitter tonight for the Rosebuds. Two one. Three one.
Now back for the Rosebuds, number 6, Aiden Bunn.
We call them 6 bucks. The Rosebud fans. Let's go 6-1.
1-1 to Aiden Bunn. One and two. Able to fight it off to stay alive.
2 strikes, let's make some noise, Walker Stadium! Get alive!
Seventh K for Alonzo Treadwell.
Ron McKay, man, working hard out there.
What a job for Alonzo Treadwell. We go to the bottom of the third.
Walker Stadium.
Beautiful breaking ball there.
Little
To the bottom of the third we go.
Pitch it over to the party deck.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Gabe Scorrell leading it off here in the bottom of the third here for the Pickles. Got on with a walk and his first at bat back in the first. First pitch to Scorrell, fouled off our way.
Heads up. Right out.
Hit in the back, and he'll make his way to first. And here's Ole Arntzen.
Now batting your first baseman from Southern Illinois, number 20, the Big O, Ole Arntzen.
That one ripped into left for a base hit.
Nice knock, Big O. Needed it. Love it.
And now we go back to Gabe Ariano.
At the plate, for your Portland Pickles, from Chico State, your center fielder, number 4, Gabriel Ariano.
Shows bunt, bobbled at the mound, and Ariano does his job. Lays down the sack bunt. As now we go back to the top of the Pickles order.
Now batting your second baseman for Wofford, number 15. Make some noise for Daniel Hiroshi.
Already with a single in this one, looking for another one with two on. Looking to get a couple of ribbies here in the bottom of the third to extend this Pickles lead. That one gets away from Hayden Williamson. And another Pickles run as Gabe Scorrell will trot in.
Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Remix. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles.
And there is now activity in the Rosebuds bullpen, by the way. 6-0 Pickles here in the third. Two-one to Hiroshi. Now 2-2. And Hiroshi with a free pass.
Now batting from Cal State Fullerton, your right fielder, number 27, Tristan Gomez.
There's Tristan Gomez, got on with a walk, also with a stolen base in this one so far. 2 runs scored for Gomez. And Hiroshi easily takes second.
Go speed racer. Shea, intern Shea.
2-1.
Please, intern Shea, party next.
1 down, 2 Pickles in scoring position. Already a 6-0 Pickles lead in the bottom of the third. Like I mentioned, this Pickles offense has been rolling on all cylinders. Has been firing on all cylinders, I should say. 2-1 to Gomez. And 3-1.
Intern Sam to the party deck. Intern Sam, party deck, please. Party. What's a party?
And the base is juiced.
Put your hands together for your designated
Brian Ball
hitter
with a
from
walk.
Cal State Northridge, number 38, Ryan
And got on base
Ball.
after getting plunked. With a run scored so far. Has come to the box every inning thus far. First pitch strike to ball. That one gets away from Williamson. And now 7-0 Pickles. As Ole Arnson comes in to score.
Get those chairs up, Walker Stadium.
Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Look at this, Joe Simons over here. One-handed.
This one, hammered deep into right. Going back is Fulsher, but not deep enough in front of the warning track. But obviously, that's going to be deep enough for Daniel Hiroshi to tag from third and score. So a sack fly for Ryan Ball makes it 8-zip Pickles. Here's Connor Henricks.
From Santa Clara University, number 13, Connor Henriquez.
2 RBI double for Henricks. Takes a breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. Out in front of that one, 0-2. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I saw you flinch. Okay, I do it too. Yeah, no kidding. Battle of the ball boys. Full contact ball boy action going on. Ezra for the win.
Pops it up. And Norman makes the squeeze for the third out. But another 3 spot for the Pickles makes it 8-0.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym B FAST. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
A commanding 8-0 lead for the Pickles.
Number 25, John Olson.
As John Olson will step in, grounded out to second in his first at-bat. As Alonzo Treadwell will come out for his 4th inning of work. Heater in there for a strike, 0-1. Breaking ball and nicked him. Rosebuds still looking for their first hit of the night so far. Here's Jamonte Woods, who struck out back in the second. Late on that one. Again, late on that one, 0-2. Chopper to second. Dernetti. For out number 1.
Batting for the Rosebuds, the center fielder number 8, Miles Norman.
First pitch from Treadwell. Burns the outside, 0-1. Miles Norman grounded out to Treadwell back in the second. Oh, and 2.
2 strikes, let's make some noise on your stadium!
That one getting away from Eamon Lance, throw down to third, not in time.
Nice hustle. Give him some luck.
One, 2. Breaking ball, misses upstairs. Another K for Treadwell.
Now batting for the Rosebuds, number 14, Jaden Fulcher. Sorry, Jaden. Woo!
Jaden Fulcher looking for a rip here to bring in the first run of the night for the Rosebuds. The 0-1, breaking ball, look out. One and 2 off the foul ball.
my fault. Just kidding.
Two and two. And Treadwell continues to deal. 4 innings of work and still at 8-0. Pickles lead as we head to the bottom of the half of the inning.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Leading off for your Portland Pickles, your shortstop, from Oregon State University, number 40, Kyle Dernetti.
Pickles looking to add on to their lead, 8-0 over the Rosebuds. New arm in for the Rosebuds and Jaden Vincent. He'll face Kyle Dernetti to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Dernetti with a pair of walks so far. Facing a 2-0 count right now. Again, like I mentioned earlier, the first game this season with full capacity here at Walker Stadium, and a great crowd on hand, no question about that. (2-0) Dernetti. That one high into center field. One down. Again, just after the year plus that we've had, just to be watching baseball again here at Walker Stadium, to have big crowds on hand once again, it's something we've all been longing for so long. It's a welcoming sight, no question about that. Here's Eamon Lance. He also goes to center field. Quickly, 2 down.
Your left fielder, from the University of Portland, number 12, Gates. Go! We love you, Gates.
Here's Gabe Scoro with 2 down. Two and 0. Two and 1. Scoro coming off a solid season. Up on the block for the University of Portland. Was 3rd on the Pilots in batting average as that one is foul. Hit 300 for Jeff Loomis' squad. Mostly thanks to a big final weekend of the season down in San Diego where he hit 5 of 11 in that series against the Toreros. 2's home to Mr. Pickle. That one inside. Appeal over to first. 3 and 2. Payoff pitch to Scoro. And Scoro is on for the 3rd time tonight. His 2nd walk.
Your first baseman from Southern Illinois, number 20, the Big O, Ole Arntzen.
And here's Ole Arntzen. A strikeout and a single that he just ripped into left field. Also with a run scored tonight. Way inside 1 and 1. That's a souvenir. One-two to Arntzen. Comebacker up the middle. And that's going to get into the outfield for a base hit. Hard turn by Scoro, but then he's going to retreat back to second. So Ole Arntzen with a pair of singles.
Nice move, Gene.
Here comes Gabe Ariano, who laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt in his last AB.
Number 4, Gabriel Ariano.
This one ripped into the alleyway in left center, and that's going to score at least one. No question. This is going to bring home another. Here's the play at the plate as Arntzen slides in. A 2 RBI double off the bat of Gabriel Ariano. And it is now 10-zip Pickles. As the Pickles fans continue to get a workout tonight, raising those chairs so much.
Nice work, buddy. Pickles.
And we go back to the top of the order with Daniel Hiroshi.
Daniel Hiroshi.
A single, a walk, and a ground out tonight for Hiroshi. Already his 4th at bat here in the bottom of the 4th. First offering to him. That one below the knees for a ball. 10-0 Pickles, but considering the offensive performances we've seen over the past week from this squad, not really surprising. Again, they scored 17 runs, not just once, but twice in their sweep over the Wenatchee Apple Sox on the road. 41 total runs scored for the Pickles in that series. And Ariano will move up to third. Four-pitch walk for Hiroshi.
Here's your right fielder from Cal State Fullerton, number 27, Tristan Gomez.
2 on with 2 down here for Portland. The Pickles, at least. As Gomez has reached base all 3 times so far tonight. 2 walks and reached on an error. Big swing there, 0-1. One and 1 to Gomez. A strong baseball family could have followed his older brother to Nebraska to play for the Cornhuskers. Instead, decided to head down to Southern California to play for Cal State Fullerton, because he wants to help the Titans get back to the College World Series. And I've mentioned it several times this season. What a great story that would be if Gomez and the Titans were able to get to the College World Series, play at TD Ameritrade Park, and play in his hometown of Omaha as he goes down swinging. But the Pickles go up 10-0 as we head to the 5th here at Walker Stadium.
B-E-F-A-S-T. Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry, and F is for face if you got a little sag, and A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time, and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Kyle Ethridge.
So Alonzo Treadwell's night is done. After an outstanding 4 innings of work, not allowing a single hit from this Rosebuds lineup, Kyle Ethridge will take over on the hill, coming off of his freshman campaign at Northwest Nazarene. Finished with a 3.39 ERA with 86 strikeouts and 16 walks. Was the 2-time GNAC Pitcher of the Week this past season. So he'll take over here in the top of the 5th. And he'll face Hayden Williamson to lead things off here for the Rosebuds. First offering way outside, 1-0.
I hate this.
1-1. By the way, several other West Coast League games in action tonight. In the bottom of the 7th, the Bend Elks on top of the Yakima Valley Pippins 7-3. 1-1 from Etheridge. Fouled off. Loud clang as the ball hits off the pole. 1-2. Corvallis Knights leading the Richfield Raptors 5-2 in the top of the 9th. And in the top of the 3rd, Bellingham and Port Angeles with goose eggs 0-0. 1-2. 2-2. And again, this 5-game winning streak by the Pickles in West Coast League play have kept them in the race as Etheridge gets his first K. At least in the first half of the West Coast League season.
Batting for the Rosebuds, left fielder, number 15, Jack Osenkopf.
Here's Jack Osenkopf who will step in. The Corvallis Knights right now on top in the South Division at 15-6. The Ridgefield Raptors sitting at 13-8, 2 games back. And the Portland Pickles, 3.5 games back. By the way, the Yakima Valley Pippins right now leading the North Division at 11-7.
One more thing to get excited about, $1 Wickles Pickles on the party deck. That was a strikeout for our pickle batter.
And what's crazy,
Get up here and get yourself a $1 Wickles Pickles for the next half inning.
3 of the 4 teams in the West Coast League who have winning records up to this point of the season, 3 of them are in the South Division. As I mentioned earlier, Corvallis, Ridgefield, and your Pickles. With the Yakima Valley Pippins, the only team in the North Division with a winning record. 1-2. Well, now 2-2. And now strike 3 off the foul tip. And now the third baseman, Kevin Blair.
Now batting number 12, Kevin Blair.
And just like that, already went final down south in Corvallis. The Knights getting the 5-2 win over the Raptors. On the ground to short. Dernetti for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 half inning. Bottom of the 5th we go. 10-zip Pickles.
Oh, Walker Stadium, we have a treat for you.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
Three-legged race. When we get to 3, they're gonna run. 1, 2, 3. Here it goes. Oh, that was close. Look at these fellas. There goes that go. And that's our winners. Look at them back. I don't know either. There's no rules. It's invisible. I don't know where they're going. This is insanity.
I'm hearing some booze up here.
Oh, yeah. see it for everybody that participated in the three-legged race. All right. Oh, we're going to need this. Jaden? You're doing great.
There is a baseball game going on.
I know.
Now batting for the Pickles, your designated hitter from Cal State Northridge, number 38, Ryan Ball.
Pickles looking to increase this commanding 10-0 lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Ryan Ball will lead things off. Fouled off, 0-1. Two-one, Ball. That one into right for out number one. Talk about a loud fly out to right field.
He's on the hot corner from Santa Clara University, number 13, makes the noise for Connor Enriquez.
There's Connor Henricks. 0-1. Henricks with a flyout, reached on a fielder's choice and had that 2 RBI double back in the second. 1-2 to Henricks. This one into left. And that one's gone. As I said before, Connor Henricks continues to be on fire in the box. Didn't look like that one was going to leave the yard, but it looked like it barely got over the fence in left field. Solo Jack makes it an 11-0 Pickles lead. Again, that's the benefit of having that short wall out in left and right field.
Morgan State University, number 40, Kyle Gurnetti.
Maybe only about, I want to say, 4 feet tall, those walls. So if you get good contact and it goes that way, that's a good chance of getting out of here for a home run. You saw it right there from Connor Henricks. Gurnetti. Screamer into left field into the corner. And he's in there with a stand-up double, and the offense continuing to click for the Pickles tonight.
Now batting for the Pickles, number 23, Max Shaw.
And in steps Max Shore for the first time tonight, taking over for Eamon Lance behind the dish. Incoming freshman at San Diego. Regarded as a top 50 prospect in incoming freshmen in the entire country. One to short. Three and one.
Shout out to Addison and Ashley, last place in the three-legged race, winning our hearts here at Walker Stadium.
Now batting, your left fielder from the University of Portland, number 12, Gabe Squirrel.
Two on for Mr. Pickle. First pitch catches the inside, 0-1. Squirrel has reached base in all three plate appearances. This one lifted into left. No doubt about this one. Squirrel goes deep into the Pickles bullpen. Three-run jack, this time off the bat of Gabe Squirrel. Mr. Pickles' first home run of the season. 14-0 Pickles.
Here's your first baseman from Southern Illinois, number 20, the Big O, Ole Arntzen.
$14 to zip. 3 runs away from matching that 17-run total that the Pickles got to a couple nights ago up in Wenatchee. Both in Game 1 and in Game 3. 2-0 to Arntzen. Two runs scored for Arntzen tonight, with 2 singles. And a 4-pitch walk.
Your center fielder from Chico State, number 4, Gabriel Ariano.
Gabriel Ariano, also with a couple ribbies tonight, had that 2 RBI double in his last at bat in the 4th. Over to third, bobbled, but still able to get him at first. 2 down.
Here's your second baseman from Whopper, number 15, Daniel Hiroshi.
Back to the top of the order, and Daniel Hiroshi. A single, 2 walks, and a ground out tonight. Fouls it off, 1-1. Two on Hiroshi. Take strike 2. And Hiroshi goes down looking. The Pickles continue to add to their lead. They have scored every inning, 14-0, as we go to the 6th.
Savor their crisp, wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym B FAST. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
The payoff from Etheridge. Fouled off, and Olsen stays alive. Another 1-2-3 half of the inning. To the bottom of the sixth, 14-0 Pickles.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Great color vodka. B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
To the bottom of the sixth we go here at Walker Stadium. 14-0 Pickles. As we get a new pitcher on the mound for the Portland Rosebuds, Alex Hakes will take over. And again, the bats for the Pickles continue to stay hot coming off of that quick road trip up to Wenatchee, where they scored 41 total runs in those 3 games.
Portland Pickles. The right fielder from Cal State Fullerton, number 27, makes some noise from Tristan Gomez.
As Tristan Gomez will get things going. Reached base on an error, 2 walks, and a strikeout tonight for Gomez. Again, another reminder, this is game 1 of a 5-game weekend for the Pickles. A doubleheader tomorrow and another doubleheader on the 4th of July on Sunday as Gomez takes a first pitch strike. Pickles and the Rosebuds will face each other again tomorrow at 3:35. And then the nightcap will feature the Pickles taking on the Gresham Grey Wolves at 7:05. And then on Sunday, another showdown between the Pickles and the Grey Wolves, again at 3:35. And then the nightcap on 4th of July, the Pickles taking on the Gherkins. right back to Hakes. One down.
Make some noise, Walker Stadium. What a play. It's just the Rosebuds, you guys. We still love them. It's not Corvallis or anything. We can cheer for them. Yeah, make some noise. What a play.
Now batting for the Portland Pickles, number 19, Woo Scats.
Patrick Mushkat will take his first tax of the night. And it's been a slow start for Patrick Mushkat in West Coast League play, at least. Still looking for his first hit in West Coast League play as he takes a first pitch strike. But told us last week during an in-game interview he's been working on his swing with assistant coach Jim Hopple. And this is considering he was the MVP of the Portland Gherkins last season in the Wild Wild West League down in Aurora. Led the team in hits, home runs, slugging percentage, and runs scored. At one point of the season last year, he had a .632 slugging percentage. 1-2. Pops straight up. As the second baseman will call everyone off.
Yeah, Timber good out there in Dillon's Hideaway. Happy birthday, Nicole. Make some noise. Give her a hand, Walker Stadium. Working on her birthday.
Here's Connor Henricks.
Santa Clara University, number 13, Connor Henriquez.
Again, Henricks. Terrific night so far. A 2 RBI double and a solo jack in his last at-bat back in the fifth. 3 RBIs tonight. Right now leading the Pickles in batting average. And a line out. We go to the 7th. 14-0 Pickles.
Is growing. They're looking for people to join.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
.14 Pickles as we head into the 7th. Carter Booth, by the way, will take over out in center field. As Jamonte Woods, the designated hitter, will lead things off. First pitch, In the air, foul.
Come on, Zach. Zach for that.
Another look at West Coast League scores tonight. The Bend Elks up big on Yakima Valley, 12-3 in the bottom of the 8th. And still scoreless between Bellingham and Port Angeles. And as I said earlier, the Corvallis Knights getting the win over the Ridgefield Raptors as the Knights extend their lead over the South Division lead. Oh, 2. We do the 0-2 all over again. Woods able to hold up. That one fouled off. Goes down swinging. A big hack there from Woods. One down. Here's Miles Norman over 2 tonight. Nope. We'll get a pinch hitter now. We'll get Alex Soul here stepping in instead. Quickly down, 0-2. Fouled off. Fouled off again.
Go, Picks, go!
High pop up into shallow right. And that one's going to drop. And the Rosebuds have their first hit of the night. And the combined no-hitter is gone. And with 2 strikeouts tonight, Jaden Fulsher will look to get something going. 1-1 as we continue to see our share of
Happy 19th birthday,
souvenirs tonight.
Haley. Welcome to Water Stadium. Shout out. Oh, she's down there with the gaggle.
Two and one as that breaking ball misses inside. Opposite way, a screamer right at Tristan Gomes for 2 down. Hayden Williamson with a strikeout and a walk tonight. First pitch on the way from Etheridge. A heater just misses on the outside. Two and one.
Everybody.
Again, just misses outside. 3 and 1. Etheridge with a 3-1 with 2 down. Throw over to third. Not in time.
Hey, let's hear it for bad boy Jake out there. Look, he's still got his cotton candy in his hand. Priorities, Jake. Priorities, buddy. Here's number 15 for the Rosebuds and Jack Osika.
Two strikeouts tonight for Jack Ossenkop. With 2 down, a chance here for the Rosebuds. Finally put one on the board. Runners on the corners with 2 down. One and 2. Goes down swinging. Still 14-0 Pickles. As we head to the bottom of the 7th.
All right.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Great color vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend.
Keep the noise going. It's an Oregon State Beaver at the plate. He's your shortstop. Number 40, Kyle Durnetti.
Here's Kyle Durnetti leading off the bottom of the 7th. A double, 2 walks, and a flyout tonight for the Oregon State Beaver. 14-0 Pickles. Durnetti, obviously a tremendous prospect coming out of Tualatin High School. Was the number 5 rated prospect in the state of Oregon. The Timberwolves' all-time leader in hits, RBIs, doubles, triples, walks, and runs scored. An all-state selection during his senior year in 2019. Hit .440 with 2 home runs and 31 RBIs. Second straight summer playing for the Pickles. The 2-1. That one in front of the dish, 3-1.
Last call for the raffle. The winner gets a signed Portland Pickles jersey by all the Pickles. Those proceeds go to the Intern Initiative Fund. Come to the party, Dylan Jackson.
3-1 to Durnetti. His 3rd walk of the night. And here's Max Shore, who also walked in his last at bat when he came in the bottom of the 5th. And like I mentioned earlier, Max Shore preparing to head down to San Diego to play for the Toreros. Committed there extremely early. As that one gets away, Durnetti will move up to second. Committed to San Diego when he was just 14, even before his freshman year of high school. Stuck with them throughout his high school career. Said he didn't have to play with that pressure, thinking, you know, I got to play well, I got to get a scholarship. And without all that pressure, without thinking too much about trying to get a scholarship, already had that. With San Diego, he was able to play his best, and obviously it worked out for him. As I said before, regarded as a top 50 prospect of incoming freshmen in the country, as he's ahead 3-0.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
And he'll get on with a walk. 2 straight walks to open up the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting for the Vicks, number 18, Carter.
Here's Carter Booth, his first at bat tonight. That one in there for a strike. Booth currently at Everett Community College, where he hit .321 this past spring. Got off to an extremely hot start. Hit .643, 9 of 14 in the first 3 games of the season.
$1 raffle tickets. $5 get you 8 for this signed Pickles jersey.
Was once the number 2 ranked outfielder, number 9 overall in the entire state of Washington. Playing at Jackson High School up in Snohomish. Originally committed to Oregon State before transferring to Everett Community College. Bases loaded here with no one down. And as I mentioned earlier, Sam Haney came in, and now he'll get first cracks at it in the box tonight with the bases loaded.
Now batting number 33, Sam Haney.
Another local product, plays his high school ball at Lake Oswego for the Lakers. Right now at Clark Community College. .381 batting average, 3 RBIs, a .519 on base percentage during the 2020 season down at LO. Oh, and 2. Fouls it off. Oh, 2 again to Sam Haney. Haney rips the 0-2 through the hole into right field. That will score at least 1. And the Pickles increase their lead to 15 zip.
Now batting number 4, Gabriel Arellano.
Here's Gabriel Arellano. His night in the box highlighted with that 2 RBI double. Ariano over to short, out at second, one down, but that will score another run. Like I said before, the Pickles fans getting a workout tonight with the amount of times they've gotten to raise the chairs tonight here at Walker Stadium. 16 runs for the Pickles. First pitch strike to Daniel Hiroshi. That one getting away. And Ariano is going to remain at first. Two and one. Three and one. Three and two to Hiroshi. Fouled off again into the Pickles dugout.
Keep your head on a swivel in the dugout, boys.
Payoff Hiroshi, skied into left. Lots of real estate to cover. Snags it, tagging up from third. And another run for the Pickles, as Carter Booth will tag and score. And we're going to get a new pitcher here for the Rosebuds. 17-0 for the Pickles here in the bottom of the seventh.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast.
B-E-F-A-S-T.
Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Great Call Vodka.
Well, for the third time this week, the Pickles have scored 17 runs in a game. 17 zip over the Rosebuds as Tristan Gomez will look to lead things off, or I should say keep the bottom of the seventh going. Up 17-0. As Gomez rips one. Foul into the netting. By the way, new pitcher here for the Rosebuds. Tavares Timms will take over. Gomez over to second, and that will get into the outfield. For the second time tonight, Tristan Gomez will get on because of an error.
Number 19,
So that'll bring up Patrick Mushkat. As the Pickles have scored every inning except for the bottom of the sixth. As that one's going to get to the backstop, runners will move up. One and two. One and two, two down to Patrick Mushkat. Three and two. The payoff.
Here's your third baseman, number 13, Connor Enriquez.
Steps in Connor Hendricks. 0-2 to Henricks.
We're going to pretend like those are fireworks being shot off. Welcome to the night.
Henricks staying alive. Henricks. Oh, nice snag over at second base. We go to the 8th, 17-0.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Grape color vodka.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Grape color vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag.
Kyle Dernetti will lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th. Pickles leading 17-0. Game 1 of this 5-game weekend here at Walker Stadium. First offering to Dernetti, down above the letters for a ball. Dernetti tonight with a trio of walks, a double, and a fly out, 2 runs scored. Two and 0. Two 2-1 to Dernetti. Off speed outside, 3-1. Three and 2. Payoff to Dernetti, and he goes down hacking. Two walks for Max Shore tonight, and a pair of runs scored. Shore to the left side, and that one through the wickets, and able to beat it out. Here's Carter Booth stepping in with one down. Booth fouls it off, quickly down, 0-2.
Pretty much useless.
Two down. There's Sam Haney with an RBI into right. First offering to Haney, and he went around. Didn't agree with that one. One with two down. 1-2. Fouled off, still 1-2. We do the 1-2 all over again. Haney popped up. And as Haney stays alive.
See, I got first zoom in when you turn the zoom in on your face. Okay. All right, it's got to be 4. Thank you.
We do the 1-2 all over again to Haney. Fouled off once again.
Jensen, everybody. Let's hear it. Those golden locks aren't just for looks. Dancing man. There's some dancing. Some good.
Those are the juice ones. These are the weak ones. Those are both the juice ones. The ones without the fight.
And Haney out in front of that one. We go to the top of the 9th. Pickles up a lot to a little.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious. What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
To the top of the ninth, last chance here for the Rosebuds. And needing a rally is probably a major understatement. Down 17-0. As KJ Rufo will come in here in the ninth. Local product out of Rex Putnam, also playing his college ball for Jeff Loomis and the Portland Pilots. Here's John Olson, who will lead it off in the top of the ninth. First pitch to him. Upstairs Reval. Welcome to Purple Fishing.
Pickles after dark, baby.
When it's 17-0, folks, we try to have fun up here. I mean, KJ Rufo, Portland Pilot is pitching, only suitable that we go to purple here. 2-0 from Rufo. That one inside, 3-0. Three and 0 from Rufo. We call it a strike on the outside. 3-1. Olson tonight with a ground out, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. 3-1 and a leadoff walk. So we've gotten purple, we've gotten dark blue, and now we're now we're back to purple. So is it a different color each camera angle?
No, it's just lighter.
Okay. This is what we do. Pickles after dark, folks. Here's Jamonte Woods. First pitch above the letters, 1-0. I'm not even going to ask who those people are in the upper left corner. Next pitch takes a big hack at that one, 1-1. Like I said, 17-0, folks. We're trying to amuse us while amusing all you at home, hopefully. Rufo with the 1-1. And a stolen base for John Olson. Do we have like a really, really light green or something like that? Let's see how this looks on the camera. Two, 1. Inside, 3-1. There we go. 3-1 to KJ Rufo. Another big hack there from Woods. Seriously, somebody needs to answer the question, who are those people in the upper left corner? The payoff coming from Rufo. Takes his loaded walk. Oh, man. Here's Alex Soul. I'm just going to echo what somebody here in the press box said. When he was all green, Hulk smash! 0-1 is KJ Rufo. He's trying to wrap it up here in the top of the ninth with the Pickles up 17-0. Fouled off, 0-2. Soul tonight with a single back in the top of the seventh. The 1-2. I haven't been able to do play-by-play because I've been laughing so hard. 2-2. Rufo comes set, home with the 2-2. High chopper up the middle. Out at second, not in time at first. And with one down, the Rosebuds looking for their first run of the night, 90 feet away. For the first time ever, pitcher and crowd vision. Throw over to first. I never thought I'd ever see basically almost a double box with the pitcher, the Pickles faithful. Rufo delivers a first pitch strike. Viewers blowing up the comments right now. I do have to ask this question. How would you all feel if this happened the entire game? I just want to hear one answer. Runner on the move to second, and he's in there with a stolen base. And now 2 Rosebuds in scoring position with 1 down here in the 9th. Take a look at that. Going with the fade effects there. Okay, that's the one I'm going to contest to. I don't think anybody wants to watch it upside down. 1-2 on the way from Rufo. That one gets away. And the Rosebuds on the board for the first time tonight. Two and two. Chopper, but foul. Now we're I mean, that is correct. 17-1 as Rufo gets the strikeout. 2 down. Now bring up Hayden Williamson. So, like I mentioned before, tomorrow it's a doubleheader. Day game at 3:35. And then night game at 7:05. The 3:35 game, you should like increase the brightness so much that it looks like they're playing on the surface of the sun. Home from Rufo. Comebacker out of the reach of Rufo. Over to second. And in time, and the Pickles take game 1 of this 5-game weekend, 17-1 over the Portland Rosebuds. Again, appreciate all of you tuning in. We will be back here tomorrow afternoon, 3:35 first pitch, as the Pickles and the Rosebuds will do battle once again. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow.